Good morning to you. Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. And appreciate you taking a few moments. We'll take a few more and like, share, comment on the post. And then if you can, if you want to join me, Genesis chapter 3, beginning in verse number 17. We read here, so unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of the tree of which I commanded thee, saying, Thou shalt not eat of it. Cursed is the ground for thy sake. In sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life. Thorns also and thistles shall it bring forth to thee, and thou shalt eat the herb of the field. In the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread, till thou return unto the ground, for out of it wast thou taken, for dust thou art, and unto dust shalt thou return. These verses are relatively self-explanatory, but I do want to kind of draw out, I hope, in particular, one point that we see here that sadly man hasn't changed a great deal. Man sinned. Adam sinned tragically, horribly, and then refused to accept the responsibility for that sin. And like so many still today, like most people still today, places the blame on someone else. You can see that from infancy all the way to the grave. You confront a child and for something they've done, and almost it seems like instinctively, well, he did it, or they made me do it, and it doesn't seem to change much as we age. I think about years ago and being in management in the secular world, and one of your employees, you have to confront them about something, and the excuses begin to roll. Adam accuses Eve of leading him into sin, causing him to sin, but God shows us here, he says, because you hearkened, you did it, you ate of the tree, you're guilty, and you will be found, you will be punished for that sin. You didn't, several things. You didn't try to correct Eve. You went right along with her. You didn't try to correct her. Second, you went along with her. And ultimately, you chose to do it, Adam. You made the decision, and you will be punished for that sin. You will, you yourself will bear the punishment of your decision, and because of that, you will live in a world that is cursed, a world that is condemned. The actual language there, the Hebrew language, says that this world says, "Cursed be the ground because of you," on account of you, Adam. It's your fault. It's not Eve's. It's not the serpent's. It's yours. You did it. You can't place the blame on anyone else. Now, does Eve have guilt of her own that she's got to answer for? Certainly, obviously. But ultimately, when it came down to it, Adam himself answered for his decisions. He answers for his own actions. That Eve could only take him so far. She didn't shove the fruit down his throat. She didn't, put him in a headlock and force him to eat it. She held it out there. She talked about it. She described it. Put on her womanly charms, whatever she did. But Adam ultimately made the decision, and that's a great lesson for you and I today. We come up with all kinds of answers. Everybody else is doing it. All kinds of answers. And again, it starts at childhood and goes all the way to the grave. But this passage reminds us that ultimately we are responsible. We will give an account for our own actions. Can't blame them on someone else. Adam, if you think about it, he even goes on and says, "The woman you gave me." He even kind of tries to put it off on God. I've heard people say that about things like drugs. Well, if God didn't mean for us to do that drug, why did he create it? we try to place blame in a lot of places, but this passage reminds us that ultimately you are responsible for your own decisions. Think about it today. Have a good one. We will see you here tomorrow morning.